Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Kelley.
And we are, kind of trying to fuck other people. Again, it's not really a thing. But before we get into that, we have a special shout out from our Twitter poll of the week.
Which was only posted for a fucking day.
They're all only posted for a day.
Then why is it called Twitter poll of the week?
Because
I feel like
we do one for the entire week. If we did one that lasted an entire week, we would be talking about them a week or two behind.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing. Obviously, I don't know.
So I kind of hate to break it to you. They're a little lassie, but ain't gonna be like it. All right. So this week's Twitter poll of the week is, do you prefer to fuck over or under the covers? The options were over, under, what covers, and depends. So we had 55 responses, and coming in at last place with only 7.3%, I think you would fall in this category, babe, under the covers.
Okay, when I was little...
Oh, hold on.
No, let me explain myself. You're
going to have plenty of time. You're going to have plenty of time.
I want to explain the under, okay? I thought all grown-ups fucked under the sheets, okay? Because as a child, sex is viewed as something you do secretly or covertly, clandestinely, and you're not supposed to let anyone know that you're doing it. So I thought everyone did it under the fucking covers. Yeah.
Is that thanks to Hollywood?
I don't know.
Thanks, Hollywood. Coming in and in third place at 21.8% of the vote, what covers? And coming in second place, depends at 25.5%. And your clear winner by overwhelming majority, over at 45.5%. Let's talk about this, shall we? First off, we're going to listen to our responders here. So Vixen and Cuck, Silver Fox V, said, personally, I prefer to pull back the covers and fuck on the sheets. I like it. No Pants Required podcast, longtime listener, said, for squirting purposes, we get down on top of the waterproof blanket. Any other time we kick covers off because it gets hot real quick. And I said, Kelley gets cold easy.
Also, where did you get this waterproof blanket? I want one.
Yeah, can you give us a link to that? And so after I said Kelley gets cold easy, No Pants Required podcast said, fuck faster to heat things up, get that friction addiction going.
No, I still get cold. My top half gets cold. I have to have a blankie on.
Well, I do need more intense cardio workouts. But the thing about it is, you put off so much body heat that the fan is on for a reason. I've become one of those people that has to sleep with the fan on because, even last night, you're a fucking furnace. I know I jokingly call you my little furnace, but you really are my little furnace.
You're welcome.
We don't need a space heater anymore.
But the thing is, I still get cold. Even though you think I'm putting out so much heat, I'm still freezing.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, the other day we were fucking, and I think I found a way to wrap the blanket around you while in doggy style. It covered everything, your fetus included.
Yeah, that's great.
And I was like, oh, this is nice. She's probably going to want me to do this more often.
Yeah, I was all warm and toasty.
But for me, it kind of takes away from the view and the turn on. Really, it looks like I'm fucking a blanket that just feels really amazing.
Blanket pile of blankets.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Trying to get carpet burn on my dick or something. Balls slapping against a pillow. Yeah.
That was good. I liked it.
I don't know. I think for me, I'd prefer over depending on the blanket because some of those throw blankets you have, or even the couch, for example, they just get the friction or the body heat that I put off. Plus I don't know. What is it called? Something friction. That holds in the heat. What's the chemistry term for that or whatever? Induction? No. But you know what I'm saying? Something that gets heat, but then holds it in and then just doesn't release it.
Oh.
That's how our blankets, some of the blankets, the throw blankets and then the couches are. So I don't like wanking on there. I don't like I like having sex on them, but it would be a lot more easier for me because when I start sweating, I'm okay, I don't like it. When I start sweating for that reason, I'm okay, something's got to change here. So let's switch positions or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the reason why we have so many blankets, there's literally a blanket for every couch and every bed.
Oh, no, there's more.
Yes, because I get so cold and I always have to snuggle with a blanket. I don't like being cold.
I get that. But It was literally like the fan was off the other day when we were fucking, and I had that blanket wrapped around you, and the fan was off. It was pretty warm, and I think I was sweating a little bit, and you're like, I'm freezing. And so, yeah, it's just kind of like, ugh.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? All right, so that is the Twitter Poll of the Week segment. So the other thing that's exciting is that we are now off of our break and have been for 21 days at this point. 3 weeks.
Woo.
And how many other people have we fucked besides each other?
0.
For both of us. That's a combined total. Although this week, tomorrow, I've got a play date potentially with a guy. I'm not holding my breath. This is one of those where they continue to stand you up, and so you kind of like continue to talk to them like half-ass, and then like if it happens, cool. If not, like you're probably going to be doing something else anyway at that point because you're not expecting. Kind of like when you stood me up for the third time, I also stood you up because I knew, like, I didn't show up to the restaurant because I knew you weren't going to show up.
What restaurant was it?
The one that I did the social media marketing for.
Oh, it was that restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe that's just where I went.
I think that's just where you went.
Yeah,
I think
it was
supposed to be at like a Starbucks or something.
Yeah. It's so weird being able to say coffee now. But yeah, so I went there because I knew you weren't going to show up to the date. So that's kind of how it is with this gentleman. So it's like, if it happens, cool. If not, cool. I mean, I do want a dick in my mouth. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie about that. And then Anne is coming down for a party Saturday and with our swinger group that I will not be attending the party just because I am like I don't like crowds anyway right now, especially. So I'm not going to the party. You know this. But before the party, Anne and I are going to have a little play session. So that could be
What time
fun.
is that? Because I might go out and have dinner with my friends.
So we have therapy Saturday at 3. That'll last until 4. And then after that, I guess I'm just leaving to go hang out with Anne.
Okay. I'll go have dinner with my friends
Yeah.
on Saturday.
And then after the party, she's going to want to fuck again.
I'll probably still be out.
Damn. You better bring home some dick for us.
No, I was literally going to hang out with my coworkers.
Well, isn't the majority of them single now?
I mean, I was going to hang out with my older-ish coworkers. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
Not the party crowd?
Not the party crowd.
Not the one that we talked about in the last episode that has never used, like, toys?
Yeah, not her.
Oh, man. Did you tell her we got an unopened one that she could just, like...
No, I find the right time to tell her that.
Yeah, you don't want her to complain to HR. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
And so you're on Tinder.
I'm on Tinder.
I'm on Bumble, which is like... Here in the Bible Belt is like fucking hellacious for non-monogamous people. It's really just a waste of my
I feel
time.
like Tinder is like more open.
Really?
Yeah. Have you not seen like profiles that are like...
I think I got a Tinder at some point like early last year, probably around this time last year.
I think you should switch over to Tinder. I feel like it's more open.
Fine, you do my profile then. Ah, it's so much work.
It really is.
I don't know. I just, I don't know.
I've talked to a couple people on there. I was supposed to meet someone for coffee. They got busy.
So weird hearing that word.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Another guy I really wanted to match with because apparently he lives in a freaking school bus that he turned into like a... I thought it was cool. I thought it would be cool if fucking like a place like that.
I am jealous. I've been wanting... So that brings up an interesting point about living in a bus because Brian and Brenna, shout out to you guys. You guys are on the road right now, driving to Nashville.
Woo!
Or if you are a hockey fan, Smashville. And...
Or if you're a country music fan...
Nashville.
But
anyway, you can follow along their journey by subscribing to their Patreon and their YouTube channel. And on altplayground.net, they'll have videos on there as well. But for like the longest time, before I met you, you wanted to live in a tiny house.
Yeah.
And so to kind of try to do like some research on that and stuff like that, I found van life, and that really interests me. And since we have 3 cats and a dog, and then your dad's dog with us right now, van life is not fucking possible at all. And
I got too much pussy.
Yes, I'll be swimming in it. Like, I'm serious. I find hair all over the place. Anyway, but through that, I found bus life and like RV life and stuff like that. And so we've been looking at doing some of that, but I think now we might like just scratch that idea and try to move back to the town that you call home.
That I love.
That we went to university in, where we first met, where we first fucked.
Exactly. How do you not want to go back to the place where you first met?
You know those places where like you work so hard to get out of?
Okay, if you're going to be this negative, I don't want to talk about it.
All right. So shout out to you guys, but I do think that you're right. That would be like a fun way to fuck. Would be on a schoolie. Yeah, school bus.
Oh, a school bus. I was like, schoolie? Is that like a boat?
No, a boat, as Forrest Gump would say. I don't know. I really like the idea of that, but you're on Tinder and I'm on Bumble. I think for me, last year, one thing I didn't like about Tinder, I think the UI was it was outdated looking, I think. Whereas like Bumble, I don't know how or why. I hate the color yellow, but it still looks better to me than...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like, yes, I agree. It does look user friendly.
Yeah.
Tinder looks outdated and grainy.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, like, plus, like with Bumble, you can, I don't know if it's like this on Tinder, but you can like sync your Instagram and your Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is nice, even though I hate Spotify, even though we have Spotify.
Bitch, I pay for it. Grateful.
No, I'm a Google fan and I liked Google Play Music better. That's all. Like for me, Spotify is harder to navigate than Google Play Music was. Anyway, so I don't really like that about, I mean, can you do that with Tinder? Can you link any third parties?
I'm pretty sure you can. I'm not really paying attention. I've been on my Sticking Arrangements app a little bit.
Trying to get some daddy dick.
Yeah, it's kind of been difficult. No one replies. And I have to update my pictures because I cut my hair.
Yeah, but it's not like, I mean, honestly, like the pictures, you really wouldn't be able to tell. It'd be like lengthwise because it used to be...
It's a drastic change, sir. Okay?
Oh, I know you cut like 3 feet off of it, but what I'm saying is like...
I'm pretty sure it was like 10 inches.
You talking about Pepe again?
You wish.
I do.
You fucking wish.
I don't know. Not really. I don't wish it was 10 inches because then like we probably wouldn't be together because you can never handle it. All the time, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would want it, but then you'd be like, hold on, babe, I need a break. Like
yes.
You ripped my vagina in half. My pussy. Anyway, it's not like a huge noticeable difference if you don't like, because it's not over the shoulders. You just cut it from like your butt crack to like right below your shoulders.
That's a freaking huge difference.
Oh, I know. But what I'm saying is like picture wise, you wouldn't really be able to notice. So seeking arrangements, no daddies are talking to you.
Yeah. I'm trying to also be more intentional about my health and eating better. But like right now I'm in like in a bleh mood because I just finished working 6 weeks in a row. I mean, working an extra shift for 6 weeks in a row.
Oh, yeah. 6 night shifts. Or wait, 4 shifts, 4 12-hour shifts as a nurse while... Like, I mean, the pay incentive was really nice, but like, I hope you never do that again.
Yeah, mentally, I'm still drained.
Yeah.
It is exhausting.
Like, this weekend, you slept. Yesterday, you slept. Like,
hey, I made you breakfast this morning. I walked the girls.
Oh, I'm just saying, like...
I cleaned. I changed the sheets on the bed. Be grateful.
My point is that you've been exhausted.
But I've been trying.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And, so you guys kind of caught us at like an awkward moment with this episode because while I'm working, like we record in the same place that I work, the same room, everything, because I work from home. And so you know how it is when you work from home and you have like one of those little moments where you're like, dang, I'm kind of feeling it. Like I kind of want to wank, you know? But the only reason you want to wank is because you know your spouse or significant other is like not going to want to have sex with you. So I start, getting the old videos up and loaded and stuff like that. And then
loaded.
I get a little boner, get a little flagpole going.
Chub.
Yeah, a little chub. And, probably a good 3 to 5 minutes into it, hands getting a little dry, and
Why don't you masturbate with like lube or lotion?
I don't know. I just don't.
Like it would hurt rubbing it dry.
I mean, like, that's why you don't rub it dry.
Whatever, continue.
Anyway, so, I'm getting I'm right about like full on like, okay, yeah, I'm really gonna like pick up the speed here. And then I hear Kelley get up off the couch and put her cup on the counter. And so I'm thinking, oh, fuck, she's about to come in here. So, I tuck my dick in between my shorts and my belly button. And I pull my hoodie over it, and then I hear the water in the kitchen sink turn. I'm like, okay, good. She's not coming in here. I undo everything that I just did. And I get back to wanking. I put the video back on landscape mode. And then, not even like 20 seconds into that, so I'm ready to record. And I'm like, what? Now? And she's like, yeah. Then she sits down. And I have like this awkward look on my face, like I've just been caught. And she still doesn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no clue. You could have totally played it off.
And I'm like, you totally just caught me wanking.
Love.
Yeah.
Listen, it's different. It's different if you were to caught me wanking, okay?
Oh, I caught you wanking yesterday.
Yeah, and I kicked you out, okay? I do not want you. It's my alone time. I don't want you to be anywhere near me or anything.
You know, I was thinking about just right before, like, that should be like our Twitter poll for next week. Like, what is your reaction when you catch your partner masturbating? Because, like, for me, I'm like, Pepe? Pepe's ready to go to town. Yeah. Just say the word. And I'll be like, completely naked, whatever. What is that? Like Mr. Deeds or whatever, where the guy just like, the butler just like does this type of thing, sticks his chest out and everything. Or maybe it's not that movie, but he's basically like naked or something.
Yeah, that's not that movie.
What movie is that?
I think it's Bruce Almighty where he goes like,
oh, you're right.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Bitch, I know my movies.
Yeah. Say the word. And I'm like that. Because how many times in our relationship since we've been together have you said, how are you already naked?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm telling you, if he'd let me, I would be a complete nudist around the house.
Yeah. I think I'll try that toy today.
That'll be Bigly.
Bigly.
Yeah. Which toy review happening next week. I'm excited for that. Like, I'm really excited about that one for you. All right, so that's going to do it for this week's episode. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at TNR Podcasts. Kelley has been on the Instagram as of late, which is nice. And she also posted an order of hers, a thong, from fullswapshop.com where you can buy our merch.
Picture is coming.
Yes. And if you show us you modeling your merch, you have a chance to be featured on our social media. So check that out. Fullswapshop.com. Link is in the show notes below. And what else? We got some exciting things coming up. I really, really have been working on the Patreon ideas. Got some feedback from Destiny Daniel and one of our other buddies. I don't know if I have permission to say his name. But yeah, so we've got some ideas. And if you guys have any ideas for what you would like to see on Patreon, let us know. And babe, you got anything else for the people?
No, bye.
Bye. Go Hawk.